to a Hero Arts video with Lucy Abrams. Today I'm going to show you how I created this flower using Hero Arts dies, stamps and some distress inks. The first thing I did was to take my sponge sugar distress ink and my newsprint background stamp and stamp it onto some carnation layering paper. It's very faint, the result, but that's what I wanted. Of course you could do this in a much brighter ink and make a totally different effect, but I wanted that very faint shadow effect on the background for the hearts. Then I've taken my Cuttlebug and I've taken my frame cuts from Hero Arts, this lovely heart set. I love this heart, I think it's my favourite ever heart die. And then I'm going to cut my hearts. Now I've layered this up with plate A, plate C, then the die, and then plate B for the Cuttlebug. And I'm just running it through. Now I go back and forward just to save time rather than running it all the way through. There's not, it doesn't make any difference to the cut. And I've just got to cut out lots of these hearts, one after the other. I love these frame cuts by Hero Arts. They are excellent cutters, but they also do a wonderful embossing effect, and you can see that embossed effect there. If you wanted to use that for another project, it would be just lovely. So I've ended up with lots and lots of hearts. Now I'm taking some worn lipstick distress ink, and I'm just going to ink the edges. Now this will just give each heart or each petal, as they're going to become, a little bit of extra dimension on the page, on the card. So I'm just using my distress ink tool here to ink the edges. I've just got a nice piece of oilskin in the background there. That's what I always use to do my inking on. It's brilliant, you can just wipe it clean. So I'm just going to ink the edges of all of these hearts. It's going to take a bit of time, but I think it creates a nice effect. I think it's worth it. Right, now I'm going to start building my flower, or my peony as I like to think of it. So I've taken a glue dot and I've used it as the base. Now of course what I could have done is just create a circle and use that as the base of the flower and stick them all onto that. Might have been easier, but I like the glue dots because you can then just fiddle with them until you've got it absolutely right, and this is quite a fiddly flower and I wanted it to be perfect, so it's nice. You can just pull them until they're all in the right place, and the glue dots are great because they're removable, repositionable. And I'm just going to secure it on the back now with some sticky tape, and that first part's done, but you can still fiddle around with them, which is really useful. So then I've got the first part of the flower. Now I'm going to start layering the petals behind. So again I'm just using a glue dot, sorry I've cut that off slightly, of the base of each one, and then it's just a case of working out where you want each petal to go. So you can see here I've just started layering them up. There's my first petal in, just behind one of the other hearts. And the next one, oh, no glue dot on that one. The next one in the same place, so you're kind of creating a repeat pattern. So I'm just going to add 4 for this layer. And another one going in there. And then the last one. So for each layer I'm adding 4 to make sure that the pattern is symmetrical. And again you can just keep moving them around because you're just using glue dots. And then it's time for the next layer. Again you can just choose where you want it. I wasn't entirely sure with that one exactly where I wanted it to go, but once I'd found the place, once I'd worked out exactly where, it all worked fine. And again I've added 4 all the way round, so that's the next layer done, and then I'm going to do one more layer. But the great thing about this flower is that if you could use any heart punch, any die, and you could just go on and on indefinitely until you had a huge flower, or a much smaller one than this as well. So here it is, my final flower, all ready to go on my card. So as you can see, I've added a button to the centre with some twine, and then just created a background using that same newsprint background stamp and a thinking of you sentiment. And there's my final card. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.